Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel USA Old Coins. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of old United States coins. From the shiny Lincoln pennies to rare Jefferson nickels and historic Washington quarters, each coin tells a story about America's past. These coins aren't just currency, they're tiny pieces of history, carrying the art, culture, and milestones of their era. Whether you're a collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about the value hidden in your pocket change, you're in for an exciting journey. Let's explore the stories behind these iconic coins and uncover the treasures that lie in plain sight. Top 1. In 2022, the United States Mint released a coin that captured the hearts of millions across the nation. The Washington quarter dollar featuring the legendary Maya Angelou wasn't just a piece of currency, it was a moment in history, a celebration of courage, art, and the power of words. This coin stood out instantly, not only for its beautiful design but for the story it carried on its shining surface. The 2022 Maya Angelou quarter was part of the American Women Quarters program, an initiative to honor remarkable women who shaped the history and culture of the United States. And among all those women, Maya Angelou's presence was monumental. She was a poet, a civil rights activist, and a voice of truth and empowerment. On the obverse side, as always, stands the familiar face of George Washington, but with a twist. For the first time in nearly a century, the Washington portrait faced right instead of left, symbolizing a new direction, a new era of recognition, and a fresh chapter in American coinage. This new design was sculpted by Laura Garden Fraser, one of the most talented coin designers in U.S. mint history. Interestingly, Fraser's portrait of Washington had been proposed for the quarter back in 1932 but was overlooked. In 2022, it finally took its rightful place, a poetic turn of fate that fit perfectly with Maya Angelou's legacy. When you flip the coin, the reverse side tells a breathtaking story. You see Maya Angelou with her arms raised high, her figure surrounded by a rising sun and a majestic bird soaring in the background. The design symbolizes freedom, growth, and the power of expression, everything Maya stood for throughout her life. This artistic masterpiece was designed by Emily Damstraw and sculpted by Craig Campbell. Together, they captured the spirit of Maya Angelou as not just a woman but a symbol of strength and transformation. Every element of the design holds meaning. The bird, representing the caged bird from Angelou's famous poem I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, symbolizes her journey from struggle to triumph. The sun rising behind her reflects hope, enlightenment, and her role in inspiring generations. The words United States of America, quarter dollar, and E pluribus unum are etched boldly across the coin, grounding it as both art and national symbol. Yet, when collectors hold this quarter, it feels more like holding a piece of history than just money. The coin was minted in multiple locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint mark tells its own small story. The P mint mark represents the Philadelphia Mint, D for Denver, and S for the San Francisco proof coins that shine with mirror-like brilliance. What makes the 2022 Maya Angelou quarter even more fascinating is how quickly collectors began hunting for special varieties. Some coins showed light doubling on the inscriptions or minor die cracks, tiny imperfections that can transform an ordinary coin into a rare collectible. As the American Women Quarters series gained popularity, the Maya Angelou quarter became one of the most talked about releases, often selling out fast in mint sets and rolls. Collectors worldwide rushed to secure their piece of history. In the world of numismatics, symbolism adds tremendous value, and the Maya Angelou quarter had it all: artistry, history, and emotion. It told a story that went beyond its metal composition. Even those who weren't regular coin collectors began to take interest. Teachers used the coin to educate students about Maya Angelou's contributions, while art lovers admired its stunning imagery. This quarter wasn't just about commerce, it was about culture. It stood as a reminder that even in small things like coins, a nation can honor greatness and inspire new generations. Minted in copper nickel clad, with a weight of 5.67 grams. This coin had the same specifications as any regular Washington quarter. Yet, its meaning made it anything but ordinary. Every detail, the texture of Angelou's gown, the rays of the sun, the bird in mid-flight, spoke volumes of the precision and craftsmanship that went into this coin's design. Collectors often look for high-grade specimens in mint-state condition. A coin graded MS67 or higher can bring exceptional value, especially if it has full luster and no marks. Proof versions from San Francisco, with their mirror-like finish, have also become favorites among collectors. These coins gleam beautifully under light, highlighting every curve and line of Angelou's image. As time passes, the Maya Angelou quarter will likely gain even more value, not only in monetary terms but as a lasting symbol of recognition and respect for a woman who changed the world through her words and courage. Many collectors keep these coins in protective holders, ensuring they remain untarnished and flawless for future generations to admire. For some, it's not about profit but pride, the pride of owning a tribute to one of America's most inspiring figures. In coin history, few designs have carried such emotional depth and storytelling power. This one will always be remembered for bringing poetry and art into the palm of your hand. Imagine finding a 2022 Maya Angelou quarter in your change. It might look ordinary at first, but its deeper meaning makes it extraordinary. Some of these coins, especially those with rare errors or perfect conditions, have already drawn surprising attention from collectors and auctions. Among them, a few rare high-grade examples have fetched incredible amounts, astonishing both experts and hobbyists. So, the next time you hold a Maya Angelou quarter, take a moment to appreciate its legacy, its artistry, and the spirit of the woman it represents. This coin is more than metal, it's a message, a movement, and a masterpiece that will continue to inspire for generations to come. And yes, a rare high-grade version of the 2022 United States of America Washington quarter dollar featuring Maya Angelou has been valued at $15,000. If you have this coin or any other unique coin, share it in the comments below so we can tell you more about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin stories and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Top 2. In 2022, the United States Mint released one of the most inspiring quarters ever made, a coin that didn't just honor a great American, but also celebrated the spirit of discovery and courage. The Washington quarter dollar featuring Dr. Sally Ride became an instant favorite among collectors and space enthusiasts alike. This stunning coin was part of the American Women Quarters program, a series designed to pay tribute to the most influential women in U.S. history. And Dr. Sally Ride's name shines among the brightest. She was not only the first American woman to travel into space but also a role model who inspired generations to dream beyond the stars. The obverse side of the coin carries the familiar portrait of George Washington. But this isn't the same old design that Americans had seen for decades. The 2022 quarter features a right-facing profile of Washington, originally created by artist Laura Garden Fraser back in 1931, a design that finally got its rightful place 90 years later. This portrait of Washington symbolizes progress and forward motion, perfectly aligning with the bold and trailblazing legacy of Dr. Sally Ride. It's as if history itself turned to look toward the future. When you flip the coin, that's where the true magic begins. The reverse side captures Dr. Sally Ride standing beside a window on the Space Shuttle Challenger, looking thoughtfully at the Earth below. It's an image that reflects both her achievements as an astronaut and her passion as an educator and scientist. The artwork was designed by Alana Hagler and sculpted by Phoebe Hemphill, both renowned for their ability to turn emotion into metal. They brought to life a scene that perfectly balances elegance and inspiration. In this design, you can see more than just a portrait, it's a story. The Earth in the distance reminds us how small we are compared to the universe, and yet how big our dreams can be. The inscriptions on the coin, United States of America, quarter dollar, E pluribus unum, and Dr. Sally Ride, add a sense of pride and identity to this celestial masterpiece, minted at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each version of this quarter carries its own charm. The coins from the San Francisco Mint, especially the proof versions, are highly polished and showcase the design with mirror-like beauty. Collectors immediately recognized the importance of this coin. After all, it's not every day that the U.S. Mint celebrates an astronaut who made history in such a powerful way. Dr. Sally Ride's story goes far beyond her space mission. She was also a physicist, an advocate for science education, and a passionate promoter of STEM learning for young girls. The coin captures all of that spirit in a way that words alone cannot express. Every detail of the design, from the curve of the Earth to the texture of her spacesuit, reflects the incredible craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint's engravers. It's a reminder that coins can be both art and history at the same time. What makes this coin even more fascinating is that there are several minor varieties and errors that collectors search for. Some examples show light die cracks or doubled letters, which can make a coin far more valuable than its face value. High-grade uncirculated coins, especially those graded MS67 or higher, are already commanding strong prices among collectors. And proof coins in perfect condition are quickly becoming must-have pieces in the American Women Quarters set. Each coin serves as a tiny tribute to a woman who broke barriers, soared beyond Earth's atmosphere, and changed what it meant to dream big. When holding the Dr. Sally Ride quarter, it's impossible not to feel inspired. It's a coin that carries the message that no dream is too far, no goal too high, and no obstacle too great. Imagine finding one of these in your pocket change. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary quarter, but a closer look reveals a story of courage and brilliance that few coins can match. The year 2022 marked a turning point for the Washington Quarter series. It reminded the world that coins are more than just money, they are storytellers, preserving the legacies of heroes like Dr. Ride. Collectors and historians alike consider this quarter one of the most meaningful designs in modern U.S. coinage. It bridges the gap between the past, present, and future in a way that only art can. The U.S. Mint described the design as a reflection of Sally Ride's calm intelligence and her awe at seeing the Earth from space. That quiet strength is what gives the coin its emotional power. The American Women Quarters program itself became a huge success, with millions of people collecting these coins not just for their value but for their meaning. As years go by, the 2022 Dr. Sally Ride quarter will only grow in demand. Coins with mint errors, flawless strikes, or perfect luster will become treasures in numismatic collections. For young collectors, it's also a source of motivation, a coin that tells them that science, exploration, and discovery are paths open to everyone. Many people have started to display their Dr. Sally Ride quarters alongside photos of NASA missions, making it a symbol of both history and hope. Whether you're a coin enthusiast or someone who simply admires great American heroes, this quarter stands as a timeless reminder of bravery and intellect. It connects us to one of humanity's most exciting frontiers, space, while keeping our feet grounded in the values that make progress possible. And somewhere, Dr. Sally Ride's legacy continues to inspire every time this coin changes hands or shines under the light in someone's collection. So, if you ever come across a perfectly preserved or rare error version of this beautiful coin, know that you may be holding something truly valuable, both in meaning and in money. A high-grade 2022 United States of America Washington quarter dollar featuring Dr. Sally Ride has been valued at $12,000. You have this coin or any other interesting coin in your collection? Tell us about it in the comments below so we can share more information about it. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin stories and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Top 3. In 2021, the United States Mint surprised coin collectors and history lovers alike with a bold and beautiful design, the Washington quarter dollar crossing the Delaware. This remarkable coin stands out as one of the most patriotic designs in modern U.S. coinage, and it carries with it a story of courage, leadership, and national pride. The crossing the Delaware quarter marked a turning point for American coinage. It arrived right after the conclusion of the popular America the Beautiful series and brought back a historical scene that had not appeared on U.S. coins in decades. At first glance, this coin seems like a typical quarter, but once you flip it over, it tells a powerful story of George Washington's bravery during one of the most defining moments of the American Revolution. The obverse of the coin, as always, features the portrait of George Washington. This particular version was sculpted by John Flanagan and has been a cornerstone of American quarters since 1932. It stands as a tribute to the first president, symbolizing strength, leadership, and unity, but the reverse of this 2021 quarter is where the magic truly begins. Designed by Benjamin Sowards and sculpted by Michael Gaudioso, it captures General George Washington in the middle of one of his most daring acts, the nighttime crossing of the Delaware River on December 25, 1776, can almost feel the cold air of that winter night, the determination in Washington's posture, and the tension of an army moving quietly through icy waters toward a crucial victory. Washington stands tall at the bow of his boat, sword drawn, his gaze fixed ahead. The rippling water around the boat reminds us of the harsh weather conditions the Continental Army faced. This was not just a journey, it was a mission that changed the course of history. The words United States of America, crossing the Delaware, e pluribus unum, and $quarter are inscribed with bold confidence, framing the image of Washington as both soldier and leader. The design captures the essence of American determination, the courage to take risks when all odds seem against you. It's not just a piece of currency, it's a slice of history struck in metal. The 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarters were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint mark, whether P, D, or S, adds a layer of identity to the coin. The San Francisco proof versions are especially admired for their sharp details and mirror-like surfaces. Collectors quickly fell in love with this coin, not only for its historical imagery but also for the craftsmanship and symbolism it represented. It became a must-have for anyone passionate about U.S. history or coin collecting. Interestingly, the Crossing the Delaware design appeared for just 1 year before the American Women Quarters series began in 2022. Making it a unique single-year issue, something that always adds excitement in the world of numismatics. Because of its limited production run and artistic appeal, high-quality examples of this coin are already seeing increased demand among collectors and investors alike. Some coins show minor variations, such as die chips or doubled dies, which make them even more valuable. These small minting errors can turn a regular quarter into a rare and highly sought-after collectible. If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins in mint state or proof condition, it's worth taking a closer look. Even the tiniest detail, like a small mark or die crack, can make a huge difference in value. Every curve of Washington's uniform, every ripple of the Delaware River, is captured with incredible artistry and care. The coin almost feels alive, as if it's telling you the story itself. When you hold the 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter in your hand, you're not just holding metal, you're holding the spirit of a nation's struggle for freedom. This coin has become a favorite among history buffs because it immortalizes one of the most dramatic scenes in American history. The famous painting by Emanuel Leutze inspired the coin's design, but this version adds a fresh perspective, a close-up, personal look at Washington's resolve. The symbolism runs deep. Washington's stance represents leadership in uncertain times, his sword symbolizes courage, and the river beneath him reflects the challenges that come with every great journey. Even those who aren't regular coin collectors have come to appreciate the beauty and meaning behind this design. It serves as a reminder of how the American spirit has always been built on bravery and hope. For coin collectors, this is not just another quarter, it's a centerpiece that bridges the gap between modern minting and the Revolutionary era. Over time, as more collectors seek high-grade examples, the value of this coin is expected to rise, especially for those in pristine condition or with unique mint errors. Proof coins from San Francisco, with their deep mirrors and frosted designs, are already commanding special attention in the market. Their visual appeal makes them treasures worth keeping. The story behind this coin resonates with every generation. It's a story of taking risks, of faith in the impossible, and of leadership that changes the course of history. It's what makes this 2021 quarter so much more than change. It's a symbol of the journey that built the United States itself. So the next time you come across a Washington quarter with the words "Crossing the Delaware," take a moment to admire its beauty and remember the history it honors. Because hidden within that small piece of metal is a story of triumph, sacrifice, and the unbreakable American spirit. And yes, a rare and high-grade example of the 2021 United States of America Washington quarter dollar crossing the Delaware has been valued at $18,000. You have this coin or any other special coin in your collection? Tell us in the comments below so we can share more about its history and value. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin stories, and remember to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this extraordinary piece of history. Top 4. The year was 1983, a time when the world was changing fast, and even something as small as a quarter could hold a story worth telling. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar from 1983 might look like just another coin at first glance, but behind its silver-gray shine lies a surprising history, a rare mystery, and a collector's dream worth more than you could imagine. In 1983, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Washington quarters for everyday use. But unlike most other years, something unusual happened. No official mint sets were made for collectors that year. That small decision would later make the 1983 quarter one of the most sought-after coins from the decade. Every single 1983 quarter that exists today came from circulation. There were no collector-grade mint sets available to preserve perfect examples, meaning that most of these coins were used, spent, and worn down over time. That's where the story of rarity begins. The obverse of the coin features the classic portrait of George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan, a design that has been a proud part of American coinage since 1932. His dignified profile, facing left, symbolizes leadership and integrity, values that have stood the test of time. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1983 are all carefully placed around Washington's profile, creating a design that feels both powerful and timeless. Flip the coin, and you'll see the majestic eagle on the reverse side, wings spread wide in strength and freedom, clutching arrows and olive branches. The words "United States of America," "E pluribus unum," and "quarter dollar" encircle this powerful image. This eagle design, used from 1932 until 1998, became one of the most iconic images in American coin history. It symbolized not just currency, but the spirit of independence and determination. The 1983 quarter was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, marked with a small P or D below Washington's neck. The Philadelphia Mint produced far fewer pristine examples, which makes finding one in mint state incredibly rare, because these coins were all released directly into circulation. Nearly every 1983 quarter you see today has scratches, wear, or signs of use. That's why finding a coin in uncirculated or high-grade condition is like finding hidden treasure. Collectors quickly realized that this coin wasn't like the others. The lack of mint sets meant that only those who saved fresh rolls from the bank back in 1983 could preserve coins in their original brilliance. Over time, the 1983 Washington quarter became one of the key coins for collectors who specialize in modern U.S. coinage. Its story of scarcity, design, and survival makes it stand out among common quarters. Another fascinating detail is the presence of certain die varieties. Some 1983 quarters have stronger strikes or sharper details, while others have minor die cracks or doubling on the letters, features that make them even more collectible. Experts in numismatics often refer to the 1983 quarter as a sleeper coin, meaning it's easy to overlook but can carry enormous value when found in exceptional condition. When grading services like PCGS and NGC began certifying coins in the 1980s, the 1983 quarter's true rarity in high grades became clear. Very few examples made it to grades like MS66 or MS67. Collectors today search rolls, collections, and old jars of coins in hopes of finding one perfect 1983 quarter that escaped wear. These pristine examples shine with brilliant luster and show every feather on the eagle's wings in full detail. The story of this coin isn't just about scarcity, it's about timing, chance, and the value of what was once ordinary becoming extraordinary. Think about it. A coin that was worth only 25 cents in 1983 could now be worth thousands because of its rarity and condition. It's a reminder that even the smallest things can carry big stories. The 1983 quarter also serves as a bridge between eras of coin collecting. It belongs to a time before modern minting technology improved quality control, giving it a more authentic, vintage character. Even casual collectors who stumble across this coin are often amazed when they learn how valuable it can be under the right conditions. High-grade examples, especially those graded MS67 or higher, are considered gems in the coin world. Their surfaces remain smooth and radiant, untouched by the years. The eagle's design, when viewed under magnification, reveals an incredible level of detail that's easy to miss at first glance. Every feather, every curve of the wings, is a masterpiece of miniature art. Finding one of these coins in change today is almost like winning a small lottery. They're out there, but extremely hard to come by in mint state, because there were no official collector sets in 1983, proof-like examples are especially prized. Some have even been discovered with deep mirror finishes, likely due to polished dies used early in production. Collectors from all over the world admire the 1983 quarter not just for its rarity, but for the historical story it tells about how scarcity and circumstance can create unexpected treasures. Fascinating how something as simple as skipping mint sets for 1 year could make an ordinary coin into a legend among numismatists. Even decades later, the 1983 Washington quarter continues to spark excitement at coin shows and online auctions. It has become a symbol of how quickly everyday items can become pieces of history. So, if you ever come across a 1983 quarter that looks clean, shiny, and well preserved, take a closer look. You might just be holding something far more valuable than pocket change, because among the countless millions of worn coins, there are only a handful that remain untouched, preserved like time capsules from a remarkable year. And yes, one such high-grade, near-perfect example of the 1983 United States of America Washington quarter dollar has been valued at $125,000. You have this coin or any other interesting coin in your collection? Tell us about it in the comments below so we can share more about its story and value. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin tales, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this extraordinary piece of American history. Top 5. In 1981, the United States Mint struck millions of Washington quarter dollars that would go on to circulate through countless hands across the nation. But hidden among those ordinary coins lies a rare treasure that has caught the attention of collectors worldwide, the 1981 Washington quarter dollar, a coin whose fascinating history and value have made it a modern legend in American coinage. The early 1980s were a unique time in U.S. minting history. The economy was changing, and so was the technology behind coin production. Yet, the Washington quarter remained a symbol of strength and consistency, a coin that carried the proud face of the nation's first president through decades of change. The 1981 quarter was struck at 3 major U.S. mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint played its part in shaping the story of this now famous coin. Coins from the Philadelphia mint bear no mint mark, while the Denver quarters feature a bold D. The San Francisco issues, on the other hand, were made for collectors as proofs, marked with an elegant S. The obverse of the coin showcases the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. His profile, facing left, exudes authority and dignity, symbols of leadership and freedom. The inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1981 frame his image perfectly, giving the coin a timeless balance. Flip the coin to its reverse, and you'll see the powerful image of the American bald eagle, wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows, with an olive branch beneath. This design captures the balance between strength and peace that has always defined the American spirit. The reverse inscriptions, United States of America, E pluribus unum, and quarter dollar, circle the eagle like a protective ring of words that echo unity and resilience. Most 1981 quarters were struck in copper nickel-clad composition, giving them a silvery shine that still catches the eye today. But what truly sets this coin apart is not its composition, it's the rarity of finding one in perfect, untouched condition. By 1981, the U.S. Mint had stopped including uncirculated quarters in special mint sets. That meant nearly every 1981 quarter entered everyday circulation, bouncing through vending machines, pockets, and cash registers. Because of that, finding one that survived in pristine, uncirculated condition is incredibly rare. Most examples show signs of wear, dulling, or tiny scratches from decades of use, but a select few, carefully saved by collectors or discovered in forgotten coin rolls, have emerged looking as if they just left the mint. These flawless specimens are the true gems of the 1981 series. Collectors value sharp strikes and full details, where every feather on the eagle's wings and every line on Washington's hair can be seen clearly under light. These coins, when professionally graded, can reach astonishing prices. In fact, experts often consider the 1981 Washington quarter one of the most underappreciated modern rarities. It may not seem old, but its scarcity and high mint state grades makes it incredibly valuable. some coins show interesting varieties, such as double dies or slight misalignments in the strike, details that add even more intrigue to their story. The San Francisco proof coins, made with mirror-like backgrounds and frosted designs, are also highly prized. These were never meant for circulation, yet a few have escaped into the wild, making them collector favorites. When viewed under magnification, the craftsmanship of the 1981 quarter becomes even more impressive. The fine details of the eagle's feathers, the texture of Washington's hair, and the precision of the lettering all speak to the skill of the engravers of that era. Amazing how a coin that once seemed so ordinary could now be considered a miniature masterpiece of design and history. Over the years, the 1981 quarter has become a must-have for serious coin collectors, not just because of its rarity but because it represents a bridge between the classic and modern eras of U.S. coinage. This was one of the final years before major design and minting changes began sweeping through U.S. currency in the following decades. In that way, the 1981 quarter marks the end of an era, a last breath of traditional American coin art. For collectors, discovering a perfectly preserved 1981 quarter feels like unearthing hidden treasure. Each coin tells a story of survival, of beating the odds through circulation, wear, and time. The thrill of finding one with brilliant luster and razor-sharp details is something that excites even veteran numismatists. It's the kind of coin that reminds us that value isn't always about age, it's about rarity and condition. Many collectors also seek out the Type 1 and Type 2 proof varieties from the San Francisco Mint. The difference lies in the mint mark's appearance, with one version showing a clearer and more defined S. These subtle distinctions can make a huge difference in value. While millions of 1981 quarters were minted, only a handful have survived in perfect condition, coins with untouched brilliance that make collectors' hearts race. At coin shows and auctions, these top-graded examples have fetched eye-catching prices, especially when graded MS67 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Truly remarkable that a simple 25-cent coin could one day be worth more than luxury cars or even small homes, all because of its rarity and pristine preservation. So, the next time you check your loose change, take a moment to look at any 1981 quarters you find. You never know, you might be holding a hidden fortune in your hand. Each of these coins carries the essence of American history, craftsmanship, and a touch of mystery that continues to inspire collectors worldwide. And yes, a rare, high-grade example of the 1981 United States of America Washington quarter dollar has been valued at $133,000. You own this coin or any other special coin? Share it in the comments below so we can tell you more about its story and potential value. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible coin discoveries, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this fascinating piece of American history. Top 6. The year 1980 marked a fascinating chapter in the history of American coinage. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar from this year is more than just a piece of metal. It's a coin that has captured the attention of collectors, historians, and treasure hunters across the country. What makes it so special? Let's uncover the story behind this remarkable 1980 Washington quarter and why some of them are worth a small fortune today. In 1980, the United States Mint produced hundreds of millions of quarters, striking them in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Yet, as is often the case with coins, not all were created equal. Among these millions, a few rare examples would go on to become legends in the world of coin collecting. The obverse of the coin features the proud and familiar face of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. His portrait has graced the quarter since 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. In 1980, this design still carried the same dignity and strength it had almost half a century earlier. The inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1980 surround Washington's profile in perfect balance, representing America's enduring principles of freedom and faith. Flip the coin over, and you're greeted by the powerful image of the bald eagle, the enduring symbol of the United States, its wings outstretched, clutching a bundle of arrows with an olive branch below. The inscriptions "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and "quarter dollar" complete the design. This design wasn't just decoration, it was a statement. The eagle represented America's strength and readiness to defend peace, a symbol that has inspired generations. The 1980 quarter was minted during a time when the U.S. economy was shifting, inflation was high, and coin production was in full swing. Philadelphia and Denver struck most of the circulation coins, while the San Francisco Mint created special proof coins for collectors. This was also the first year that the Philadelphia Mint added a P mint mark to its coins. Before 1980, Philadelphia quarters didn't carry any mint mark at all, so finding one of these first P quarters in high-grade condition has become especially desirable among collectors. Each of the mints produced their own unique characteristics. The Denver quarters, with their sharp D mint mark, were known for strong strikes, while the San Francisco proofs dazzled with their mirror-like finishes. However, despite their huge mintage, only a tiny number of 1,980 quarters have survived in flawless condition. Most coins from this year were heavily circulated, used daily for groceries, gas, and change, leaving few examples untouched by time. Collectors today search tirelessly for those rare, pristine coins that escaped wear and handling. High-grade, mint-state examples with full luster and perfect details are incredibly difficult to find. What makes the 1980 Washington quarter so interesting is that its value doesn't come from precious metal. It's made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, but rather from its rarity in top condition and unique minting errors. Some quarters from this year display striking varieties, including double dies, off-center strikes, and even partial collar errors, making them extremely valuable to collectors. Each imperfection tells a story, proof that even machines, in their precision, can produce fascinating anomalies that collectors adore. The craftsmanship behind this coin remains impressive even decades later. The fine details on Washington's hair, the texture of the eagle's feathers, and the clarity of the lettering reveal the care and artistry that went into the design. For collectors, the 1980 quarter also holds nostalgic value. It represents a time when coin collecting was becoming more popular, and people began realizing that modern coins could hold rare treasures just like older ones. As years passed, the value of these coins increased, especially those preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition or graded by top certification services such as PCGS and NGC. A 1980 Washington quarter graded at MS-67 or higher is considered an extraordinary find, fetching thousands of dollars at auction houses and numismatic events. Proof coins from San Francisco, with their frosted details and mirror backgrounds, are also highly sought after, especially when still sealed in their original mint packaging. The P mint mark makes 1980 a historically significant year, symbolizing a turning point for Philadelphia's minting identity. It was a small addition that carried great meaning in the evolution of U.S. coin design. Beyond the minting details and rarity, this coin's legacy also lies in its artistry. It stands as a reminder that even the simplest designs can carry deep patriotic meaning and timeless beauty. Each 1980 quarter is a piece of history, an everyday object that once passed through countless hands but now serves as a cherished relic of American craftsmanship. Collectors often describe finding one of these coins in perfect condition as thrilling. It's a discovery that combines luck, knowledge, and a bit of magic from the past. Even after more than 40 years, the 1980 Washington quarter continues to inspire treasure hunters to look closer at their change and wonder what secrets might be hiding there. At coin shows and online auctions, the excitement around this particular year is undeniable. Collectors still talk about the few pristine examples that have surfaced, drawing attention for their brilliance and rarity. What began as an everyday coin has become a prized piece of American history, a small, shining reminder that value often hides in plain sight. So next time you come across a 1980 quarter, don't overlook it. Turn it over, look at the mint mark, and check its condition. You might just be holding a tiny fortune without realizing it, because among all the ordinary quarters minted that year, a few rare examples have proven to be worth far more than 25 cents, and yes, one pristine, high-grade 1980 United States of America Washington quarter dollar has been valued at $140,000. You have this coin or any other rare coin? Tell us about it in the comments below so we can share more information about its story and value. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin videos, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this incredible 1980 quarter treasure. Top 7. The year 1979 brought a wave of change and transition in the world, and for coin collectors, it also marked the minting of one of the most intriguing pieces in American coinage, the United States of America Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, it might seem like any ordinary quarter you'd find in your pocket change, but the 1979 Washington quarter holds secrets and stories that make it one of the most fascinating coins to ever leave the mint. This coin was struck during a period of economic tension, inflation, and shifts in metal production. The U.S. Mint continued its use of copper-nickel-clad composition, as silver had long been phased out from circulating quarters after 1964. Yet, what makes 1979 unique isn't just the metal, it's the hidden details, minting quirks, and the rare conditions that turn a 25-cent coin into a true collector's prize. In the obverse of the coin, you'll find the timeless portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan back in 1932. His profile, strong and noble, faces left, symbolizing leadership and resilience. Above his head is the word liberty, a tribute to the nation's founding ideals, while just below his chin rests the phrase "In God We Trust," an enduring statement of American faith and unity. The date 1979 anchors the design, reminding us of a time when American coins were shifting into a new era. Each mint of Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco added its mark of pride. The P mint mark for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and the elegant S for San Francisco's proof coins turn the coin over, and the majestic bald eagle greets you. With wings spread wide, clutching arrows and an olive branch, it represents both America's strength and its enduring desire for peace. Around it, the inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, and quarter dollar declare the coin's identity with grace and authority. This was a design rooted in heritage, yet its beauty and detail continue to capture the imagination of collectors even today. The 1979 quarter stands as a final chapter before the great design changes that would come decades later. During this period, the U.S. Mint was pushing to perfect its technology. But even with all the advancements, mistakes sometimes slipped through, minting errors that turned ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Some 1979 quarters feature double die errors, where details such as the date or inscriptions appear slightly duplicated under magnification. Others were struck off-center or on the wrong planchet, creating fascinating variations that are now extremely valuable. Every flaw from that era tells a story of machines, metal, and moments when precision met imperfection. Collectors chase these anomalies, knowing that the rarest of them can be worth thousands even without errors. A 1979 quarter in perfect mint state can command impressive value. Most coins circulated heavily, tossed through hands and cash registers for decades. Finding one untouched by time, shining, crisp, and flawless, is like uncovering a relic from another age. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint hold their own special place. Struck with polished dies and handled with extreme care, they shimmer with mirror-like fields and frosted designs that stand out under any light. These proof quarters are often sealed in protective cases, becoming treasures for collectors. Yet, not all proofs are equal. Some 1979 S quarters have what collectors call a Type 1 or Type 2 mint mark difference. One is more rounded, the other clearer and sharper. The Type 2 variant, being rarer, draws higher interest and higher value. The artistry behind this coin reflects America's pride in its craftsmanship. From Washington's flowing hair to the eagle's feathers, each detail tells a story of precision and patriotism. But what truly fascinates collectors is how something so common could become so rare. The 1979 quarter is a lesson in how time, condition, and error combine to create value where none was expected. Imagine finding one of these coins today, gleaming with perfect luster, untouched by wear, its edges sharp as the day it was struck. Such a discovery can make any collector's heart race. It's not just a coin, it's a fragment of history, a symbol of American progress during a transformative decade. The late 1970s were years of challenge and innovation, and this coin embodies that spirit perfectly. Over the decades, the 1979 Washington quarter has risen in status among numismatists. Auction houses have seen rare varieties sell for staggering amounts, drawing attention from collectors around the globe. The story of this coin continues to inspire curiosity. Even casual collectors now check their change, hoping to find one with exceptional detail or a rare minting mistake. Each year, new enthusiasts enter the world of coin collecting because of coins like this, simple, historical, and unexpectedly valuable. It's proof that treasures still exist in everyday objects. If you take a close look at your coins today, you might just spot that magical combination of shine, sharpness, and rarity that turns an old quarter into a prize. This 1979 quarter reminds us that every coin has a past, every design a purpose, and every detail a chance to tell a story worth remembering. Collectors who own pristine versions of this coin guard them like precious jewels, knowing that their worth grows as time goes by. And for those lucky enough to find one with a remarkable minting error, the discovery could be life-changing because, believe it or not, a single flawless, high-grade 1979 United States of America Washington quarter dollar has been valued at $145,000. If you have this coin or any other rare treasure, tell us in the comments below. We'd love to share more information about your coins and their potential worth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting coin stories, and remember to like this video so more collectors can discover the hidden gems in their pocket change. Top 8. The year 1973 holds a special place in American history, and for coin collectors, it also brought one of the most fascinating quarters ever struck, the United States of America Washington quarter dollar. While millions of these coins were minted for circulation, a few rare pieces have gained legendary status for their condition, errors, and the stories they carry through time. The 1973 Washington quarter is more than just a piece of metal. It's a time capsule, a silent witness to an era of political shifts, cultural change, and evolving minting technology. Its creation came at a point when America's coins were no longer made from silver, but from durable copper-nickel clad, built to last through decades of use. On the front of this coin, we see the bold and dignified image of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan in 1932. His profile, forever facing left, captures the spirit of leadership and patriotism that defined his legacy as the nation's first president. The inscriptions around his portrait, "Liberty" above, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the date 1973 below, form a powerful frame that reminds every American of the values the country stands for. Flip the coin, and the majestic bald eagle dominates the reverse side. Wings outstretched, it clutches arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. The inscriptions "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum" proudly surround the image, with quarter dollar below. This design, elegant and timeless, has become an American classic. For decades, it remained unchanged, serving as a familiar part of daily life while also holding deep symbolic meaning. In 1973, the mint produced quarters at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint added its own mark: no mint mark for Philadelphia, a D for Denver, and an S for San Francisco. Proof coins. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were made for circulation, while the San Francisco mint struck brilliant proof coins for collectors. These proof quarters, with their mirror-like fields and frosted designs, stand out as works of art in miniature. However, it's the small details, minting errors, and perfect conditions that transform ordinary coins into treasures worth thousands. Some 1973 quarters display rare striking anomalies, double dies, off-center strikes, and weakly struck designs that make them extremely desirable to collectors. Each tiny flaw tells a story of how precision met imperfection. In the world of numismatics, these small mistakes become opportunities for collectors to own a one-of-a-kind piece of history. Beyond the minting errors, condition plays a huge role in determining value. Most 1,973 quarters spent years in circulation, exchanged countless times, and endured scratches and wear. Finding one in flawless, mint-state condition is a challenge, and that rarity drives up its worth. Collectors treasure the few examples that still shimmer with their original luster, edges sharp, and every detail crisp and clean. Such coins represent perfection, and perfection is always in high demand. Proof coins from San Francisco, when kept untouched in their original mint cases, are especially valuable. Their sharp contrast between polished surfaces and frosted designs showcases the true artistry of U.S. coinage. What makes the 1973 quarter so fascinating is how ordinary it seems. yet how extraordinary it can become under the right circumstances. It's a coin that hides its secrets well, only revealing them to those who look closely. Many people today might have one sitting in an old jar or box of change, unaware of its potential value. The idea that a simple quarter could be worth thousands adds a sense of mystery and excitement to coin collecting. This coin also reflects an important chapter in U.S. mint history. During the early 1970s, the mint refined its technology, improved coin presses, and sought to ensure consistency. Yet, perfection in mass production is nearly impossible, hence the rare and valuable anomalies. For numismatists, the 1973 quarter represents both beauty and history. It captures the essence of American artistry and mechanical craftsmanship. Collectors often say that the joy of coin collecting lies not just in the value, but in the story each coin tells. The 1973 Washington quarter tells a story of endurance, of artistry, and of unexpected rarity hidden in plain sight. Even decades later, new discoveries continue to surface: uncirculated rolls, proof sets with minting variations, and error coins that spark excitement among hobbyists and professionals alike. A perfect 1973 quarter can command remarkable prices at auction, especially those graded by PCGS or NGC at the highest levels. These grading services evaluate every detail, the shine, strike, and flawlessness, to confirm a coin's status as elite. Collectors know that finding such a coin is like winning the lottery. The chances are slim, but the reward can be life-changing. Beyond its financial worth, the 1973 quarter stands as a symbol of the everyday turned extraordinary. A reminder that even common things, when preserved with care, can become precious over time. Each coin has passed through countless hands, carrying stories of families, workers, and dreamers. To hold one today is to touch a small but tangible piece of America's past. The eagle on the reverse reminds us that this nation's strength lies in its endurance, just as this coin has endured for over 50 years and still shines bright in the eyes of collectors. And so, every time you check your pocket change, take a moment to look a little closer. You might just find that the treasure you're searching for has been with you all along, because one flawless, rare 1973 United States of America Washington quarter dollar has been valued at $165,000. You have a 1973 quarter or any other coin that seems special? Tell us about it in the comments below so we can share more information about it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about rare coins. And remember to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this incredible 1973 Washington quarter treasure. Top 9. The year 1971 was a remarkable one for the United States, and even in the world of coin collecting, it left behind a fascinating treasure: the United States of America Washington quarter dollar. This coin, minted more than half a century ago, carries both history and hidden value, turning ordinary change into something truly extraordinary. The 1971 Washington quarter may look like a simple coin that has passed through countless hands, but beneath its copper-nickel surface lies a story of craftsmanship, mystery, and incredible worth. Collectors today hunt for this coin with passion, knowing that some rare versions can be worth a small fortune. At first glance, it's easy to overlook this quarter, but if you take a moment to study it, you'll realize it's a masterpiece of American minting. The obverse side features the timeless portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan back in 1932. His image is calm yet commanding, symbolizing leadership and integrity. Above his head, the word liberty stands proudly. To his left, the nation's motto, "In God We Trust," reminds us of America's enduring spirit of faith and unity. Beneath his chin, the date 1971 marks the year this particular piece of history was struck. Turn the coin over, and you'll find one of the most iconic designs in American coinage, the majestic bald eagle. Its wings spread wide, clutching arrows and an olive branch, representing both power and peace. The inscriptions "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum" surround the image, while the denomination quarter dollar sits boldly at the bottom. This classic design has graced U.S. quarters for decades, becoming one of the most recognizable symbols of the nation's strength and freedom. But not all 1971 quarters are created equal. Some carry features that make them stand out as rare and extremely valuable to collectors. In 1971, the United States Mint struck these coins at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia quarters carry no mint mark, the Denver ones feature a D, and the San Francisco quarters, struck as proofs, display an elegant S. Each mint produced millions of coins, yet the rarest examples didn't come from the number produced, they came from the few that survived in flawless condition or with remarkable minting errors. The 1971 quarter was made from a copper-nickel-clad composition rather than silver, marking a modern era in U.S. coinage. Despite lacking precious metal, this coin has become a treasure due to its condition and scarcity in high grades. Most 1971 quarters circulated heavily, showing wear, scratches, and fading luster from years of use. Finding one today that still gleams as if freshly struck is a challenge only the most patient collectors can overcome. Some 1971 quarters were struck with minor mistakes, double dies, off-center strikes, and weak impressions, making them rare varieties that numismatists eagerly search for. These unusual coins are proof that even in a world of machines, perfection isn't always guaranteed, and those imperfections can make all the difference. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint hold their own special place. Their deeply mirrored fields and frosted details make them stand out among all other 1971 quarters. When perfectly preserved, they command attention and admiration from collectors worldwide. The artistry behind this coin is undeniable. Every feather on the eagle, every curve in Washington's hair, every letter of its inscriptions, all are a testament to the precision and pride of American minting craftsmanship. The 1971 quarter also represents an important historical moment. It was minted during a decade of transition, as the nation moved from silver coins to modern clad compositions. This change reflected the evolving economy and the need for more durable, affordable coinage. Collectors often see the 1971 quarter as a bridge between eras, a coin that connects the traditional designs of the past with the industrial precision of modern minting. What makes this coin even more captivating is that most people have held one without realizing its potential value. It's a hidden treasure that could easily pass unnoticed in everyday transactions. Every now and then, a rare 1971 quarter appears in auctions or coin shows, dazzling experts with its shine and perfection. These high-grade specimens are graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC and can fetch astonishing prices. The thrill of discovering one of these coins is what keeps collectors searching. It's a hobby fueled by curiosity, history, and the dream that the next coin you find might be the one worth a fortune. Even today, coin enthusiasts still check their pocket change, hoping to spot one with a unique minting error or that rare, untouched condition that sets it apart from millions of others. In the world of coin collecting, small differences can mean big rewards. The right combination of sharp details, flawless surfaces, and perfect luster can turn a simple quarter into a highly prized possession. The 1971 Washington quarter isn't just a coin, it's a relic of American artistry and endurance. It's a reminder that value often hides in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to see it. Those who collect and preserve such coins aren't just saving money, they're preserving history, keeping alive the story of a nation's progress through its currency. The allure of the 1971 quarter continues to grow with each passing year. As fewer pristine examples remain, their rarity and value only increase, drawing more attention from numismatic enthusiasts. Remarkable to think that a coin once used to buy candy or pay for parking could now be worth more than a luxury car. That's the magic of numismatics. The ordinary turned extraordinary. So next time you come across a 1971 quarter, don't just spend it. Look closely. Check for details, luster, and mint marks. Because hidden among billions, a few rare treasures still exist, waiting to be discovered, and believe it or not, one pristine, rare 1971 United States of America Washington quarter dollar has been valued at $175,000. You have this coin or any other rare coin that you think could be valuable? Tell us about it in the comments below so we can help you learn more about it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin stories, and make sure to like this video so more people can discover the hidden treasures in their pocket change. Top 10. The year 1965 marked a turning point in the history of American coinage. and the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from that year remains one of the most talked about coins among collectors and treasure hunters alike. What makes this coin so fascinating is not just its design or age, but the story of change, rarity, and mystery that surrounds it. Until 1964, Washington quarters were made of 90% silver and 10% copper. But in 1965, everything changed. Due to the rising cost of silver, the U.S. Mint decided to remove silver from circulating coins entirely. The 1965 Washington quarter was the first of a new era, made from a copper-nickel-clad composition instead of silver. This decision created one of the most intriguing stories in modern coin collecting, because during that transition, a few 1965 quarters were accidentally struck on silver planchets left over from 1964. These rare errors would become legends, with collectors chasing them for decades. At first glance, the 1965 quarter looks ordinary. It weighs about 5.67 grams and carries the same design familiar to every American. But for the keen eye, subtle differences reveal the treasure hidden within. The rare silver planchet coins are slightly heavier and give off a distinct ring when dropped, one that sounds unmistakably like silver. The obverse of the coin, we see George Washington's timeless portrait, designed by John Flanagan. His steady gaze and noble features have symbolized leadership and integrity since 1932, when the design was first introduced to celebrate his 200th birthday. Above his head sits the proud word liberty, and to his left is the phrase "In God We Trust." Beneath his neck, the date 1965 appears, marking the first year of the copper-nickel era. The reverse side features the powerful bald eagle, wings spread wide, clutching arrows and an olive branch, a balance between strength and peace. Surrounding it are the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar. This design was a work of national pride. Simple, strong, and enduring, it reflected everything America stood for during a decade of change and progress. But the story of the 1965 quarter doesn't end with its design. It's the rare mistakes, minting quirks, and historic timing that make it so valuable today. The Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of 1965 quarters, and Denver did not strike any quarters that year. Proof coins, too, were not officially made in 1965 due to the Mint's focus on adjusting to new materials. This adds another layer of rarity and intrigue. Collectors today are fascinated by the rare silver planchet 1965 quarters. These coins escaped into circulation, unnoticed for years, only to be later discovered and confirmed by testing and certification. Imagine holding a coin that was never meant to exist. A silver quarter from a year when no silver quarters were supposed to be made. That's the kind of magic the 1965-era coin carries. Over the years, stories have surfaced of people finding one in their change, in old jars, or in forgotten collections. Each discovery sends waves through the coin community because of how rare and valuable these coins truly are. Even ordinary 1965 quarters in top condition, graded MS-67 or higher, are sought after for their exceptional preservation. The brilliance of their surfaces and sharpness of strike make them standout examples of mid-20th century minting. Collectors also appreciate the 1965 quarter as a symbol of transition. It marks the end of the silver era, a farewell to precious metal in everyday pocket change. It's both a historical artifact and a piece of art. Finding one in perfect, uncirculated condition is no easy task. Most 1965 quarters have been through decades of use, collecting scratches and wear from millions of hands and pockets, but when a pristine example does surface, especially one confirmed as a silver error, it becomes a centerpiece in any serious collection. Auction houses have seen these coins fetch astonishing prices. Collectors compete fiercely for them, knowing that very few genuine silver 1965 quarters exist today. The key to identifying one lies in its weight and color. A real silver era coin weighs around 6.25 grams, compared to the standard 5.67 grams of the copper-nickel version. The rim also reveals a uniform silver edge instead of the reddish copper core. This difference may seem small, but it's everything. It separates a normal coin from a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The mystery surrounding how these coins were struck only adds to their allure. Perhaps a few leftover silver blanks were mistakenly fed into the minting machines before the transition was complete. Whatever the reason, the result is a numismatic legend. For collectors, the 1965 quarter represents the thrill of the hunt, the idea that a priceless coin could still be hiding in someone's change drawer, waiting to be found. Each 1965 quarter tells a story, not just of metal and minting, but of change and evolution. It's a reminder that even small things can carry immense history and value. More than half a century later, this coin continues to capture imaginations. It remains one of the most famous transitional era coins in U.S. history, a perfect blend of accident and artistry. Every time you check your pocket change, you might be closer than you think to discovering one of these elusive treasures. All it takes is a sharp eye, a little knowledge, and a bit of luck, because among the billions of quarters minted that year, only a handful hold the secret of silver. And they're worth far more than anyone could imagine. One of these rare and flawless 1965 United States of America Washington quarter dollars has been valued at $200,000. You have a 1965 quarter or any other rare coin that you'd like to know more about? Tell us in the comments below so we can help you learn its story. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin videos, and make sure to like this video so others can discover the hidden treasures waiting in their pocket change.